moom tëddi bi yàlla moom ndeysaan
Okay,
family
you're
guy.
live. You're live.
All right. Hey guys,
suma
we
xale
are
nekkuñ
back
fi.
the 29 October Friday suñ appointment fee at the end. Know Your Gambian Football or a footballer show. I am here with Habibi at Sana. And tey dinañ waxtaane balaa may dugg si topic bi nag I wanna big up every naka la tudda sax Real di Banjul fan Sana.
Wow, duma si sorry. Yo, danga find some bopper automatically because last year find on the Abib, 1,500. So you find nga sa bopper, and then this time would still go back to the fall go to the fans out there, set on right now. So it's all fine. It's all fine.
Hamut ko on.
No, Habibi dina ko fay sax xaw ma ko woon waaye Habibi dina ko fay anyway.
Thank you. Naa ko fay.
Hey, tey suñu waxtaan bi fii we definitely su fekkee ne gis ngeen suñ flyer bi is one of my favorite flyers because man moom dama like loo xam ne daf dee indi reaction we will talk about Job. Is Job being overlooked in the squad? Modou Job mooy goalkeeper bi. We'll also talk about foreign-based players, and then we would also talk about suñ November training camp bi. But balaa ñuy dugg si biir I would dina may Sana mu nuyu suma mbokk yi moo xam na nuñ ko dee defee and then Habibi would take over.
Jërëjëf asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullahi taala wa barakatu. Ras maa ngi laa nuyu yow it di la sant di la gërëm di continuer nuyoo bi rek suma brother Habibi Fall du ma dee bëgg a oo team boobu de support anyway ñu ñoo bokk team buñ support anyway waaye am na team boo xam ne bokkuñ si so du ma si egga di continuer rek di nuyu suñ fans yëpp everybody ñoo xam ne right now ñu ngi seetaan show bi xam naa ne suñu regular seetaankat yi yëpp ñu ngi pare pour follow show bi as well continuer rek di nuyu Aziz Kor ñang Gambian former Gambian international. He's someone that we missed, and then hopefully by next week, the Nenka Ahmad, because we have a host of issues you have there. We wanted to discuss it. There is always a saying, he who knows it feels it. He's been there before, and then that's the reason why we always bring in him. We have always known him to be someone very honest and straightforward. Also, continue directly, Adalenko Waradefsa. Aliou Wenga koo xam ne mooy women football expert bi man ni ma ko dee ooyee sax ak Sidou Sané nañ continuer di leen nuyu ñaar tamit di leen jaajëfal ne all the time keep your heads up reason mooy maa ngi gis mu ngi dugal benn post ci Facebook regarding who is the best women free kick taker in the National League. That is amazing. That shows you the amount of energy and time the guy they put on the female football. And I think we will do justice to female football this season. Dinañ leen jox a lot of attention. And do yaaga sax dinañ si seen coordinators from their president, Gambia Football Federation women football coordinators Seyni ak Aïssa Malak and dinañ leen si platform bi also ñu share the beautiful work that they're doing with the colleagues. So ñu ngi leen nuyu everybody di leen gërëm di leen sant.
Wow, once again, family, it's another Friday, as usual. ñu wax nañ tey pour waxtaan ak yéen ci Gambian football mooy luñ bokkal texte luñ bëgg so comme ngeen ko xamee rek ñun dañ dee toppal li nga xam ne moo dee trend li nga xam ne moo gën a nekk on top ñu talk about it. So Ras mu ngi nii moom he will take in charge, so xam nga rek foofu leen ko dooree. So inshallah we expect to have another good show. So guys, let's do it.
Yeah, ñu dem straight because topics yi nuñ ko oree I think ne Scorpion can be at more job bi mooy gën a take time mooy gën a require opinions from you guys. So dama bëgg ñu dooree quickly on foreign players abroad. Gis nañ ne Youssoupha Njie last Monday jot na 35 minutes si Biovista St. Barren draw bi against Belenense. Also gis nañ ne Biovista from last season the late last season they had a very good run of form bu gaa doon try to avoid relegation. Congratulations to them guys avoid on neko. Why this season gis nañ ne they continued that great form Belegi Gangi 8th position, and after 9 games, Yusuf Njie had been involved in all 9 games. Si league bi jot naa si am ñaari goal xam naa ne si cup bi am na benn cup game boo xam ne jotoon naa captain team am bi sa best score. So with this kind of form, Habibi, are we expecting to see Yusuf Njie back in for AFCON?
Waaw xam nga ñun suñ national team bi dafa naxari predict because criteria bi nga xam ne moom la ko waroon na use mu save boppam from any noise, save the fans from making noise, because am na loo xam ne su ko defoon rek dafa nekk di trend ñëpp dañoo xam ne ok coach bi de moom teamam bi da ko dee pick based on merits. Dëgg la dina am 1 or 2 players yoo xam ne or 3 yoo xam ne dafa rely on them heavily, comme xam nga xëy nga sax doo am game time noonu waaye ba léegi coach bi mun na laa óolu boo xam ne yow every time dina la oo nga play, but majority of the national team dañ ko doon di pick based on performance. su setoon that trend kenn du coow because doo ko mun a wax dara, because loolu mooy the right way of going about things. Waaye moom da nga gis player buy toj di score goals consistently, nga gis mu oo koo xam ne xam nga duy play lu bari o nekkut form di score goals su bari. So da nga gis ne coach bi kenn xamut moom xam nga what exactly he is looking for. Waaye su nekkoon ne dañoo pick national team based on merits, Yusuf Njie should be in based on this past month. So xoolee the amount of minutes on his tank. I'm not game, but it was a very tight game. They were losing. He has to come with the magic, score a spectacular goal. That saved his team from losing. They were 2-1 down. Must score in the 9 minutes of the game, 2-2. They away game la one with a decent side. I think it was Braga. So based on what he is doing, he should be in the camp. How much that invite Nengo, I'm not too sure, because Belegi GFF coach bi joxe good team bi officially. Why? Comme Gambia nit ñi am nañ contact with some of the boys sometimes. Xam nga a player na leen man de jot naa suma invitation. So why sometimes ñun da xam nga dañuy bëgg bàyyi coach bi def mu unveil team. Why am na ñoo xam ne ñet ñëw because ñoo wax nañ ne am nañ seen invitation. Why Yusuf Njie based on merits, he should be in, because national team du club football boo xam ne da ngaa gaañu ñu ne xaaral ñu xaar raas su wéree mu ñëw. Non, it's a national team, du club football. Dafa yaatu, it's for everybody. Any Gambian koo xam ne you are good to go, am nga yaa ngi am playing time, yaa ngi perform on top of it, I think ne kooku war nañ ko oo. So from my own perspective, he should be in based on what he's doing on the pitch, not off the pitch. So see on Denkoro.
Right. Another person ko hamne baynañ ko held this week mo nek Cody Dramé. Remember na in Portugal camp bobu nonu last year, he was in the 40-man provisional squad. Be man mang am conversation with one of my friends, and he was telling me Lutangena or academy player. I'm like, bro, this is like investment. You know what I'm saying? You invest and then you hope in that one day for sure, dinga yield profit. Profit buma jema wani at investment. Be Cody Dramé ñëw na bir Emirates Stadium against Arsenal. See cup game be play 90 minutes, you correct. And then you look back in February, bokon na si ñoo xamne nominated on len pour Premier League 2 Player of the Month. So his growth has been there, and luckily the head coach of the senior Leeds team recognized na ko mu jox ko debut dam. Sana dam la buga laite oyon nañ ko waaye mënutoon a ñëw si camp bi. Léegi am na debut tam at Leeds. Do you think it would be more difficult for Gambia ñu teg loxo Cody?
Actually, I don't think it should be difficult. It shouldn't be difficult to fake any observing all protocol since at the beginning. I think I don't know why the coach invited him at that particular time, but I think that was a smart move. It's unfortunate that he could not have come for more attend game. But I think all they should do now if you look at what we said from last year up till now, his growth he's been growing up fastly. And before anything, the most important thing is we should definitely show love to him. For one corner, you also you're a Gambian. You should be part of a team that should make the country proud. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can automatic place, but you have to make him feel that he is important. He's a Gambian, and is an equal opportunity for all Gambians to go out there and defend their national flag. And I think the team manager, the head coach, and has to do everything in their powers for Cody Mumuna put on the national jerseys. I don't wanna say this, but we got there for the reason we just don't want him to change his mind in the future. All we wanted to do is Cody is a Gambian. Is he doing enough for new Okosi national team? I think he's on the right track. He's on the right track, and then Nitsuneke is the right track. It is the high time for new show love, and commitment to show him that he is part of us.
Absolutely. For New Joko attention, when I look at players like Cody and all these other players that are coming in, I'm not even looking at AFCON. I think right now we are blessed, and everybody is seeing Gambia, the amount of quality players that are developing. Primes that are developing. Jox nañu future boo xam ne is very, very promising, and with these quality players, we should even be aiming more than AFCON. But that's for a discussion for another time. I'm going to take you to Ibrahim Adabo at Mourinho. Recently, gis nañ ne Boda Glimt dooroon nañ Roma door bu soxor sa. I think that it was one of Mourinho's worst ever defeat. It was a mauling from this team. And then Ibrahim Abokon na si ñoo xam ne ñoo start on, and according to Mourinho, this were his potential B team. But after that 6-1 mauling by Bode Glimt, gis nañ ne Mourinho dem na ñaari game undefeated, and si ñaari game yooyu noonu yëpp gisuñ fa Ibrahim Adabo. We all know that we are preparing for AFCON right now. Should we be worried with his playing time, Habibi?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because dafa nekk soo xoolee suñ midfield bi, Hamza Barry nekku fa. For example, the last time could be oil Alassane Mane. I don't know why. Solmar is struggling with injuries at game time. I understand. So the brother Jack wala gis ne si magi si yeb mu nge play at a high level consistently. He's winning the ball, he's passing the ball. So then I gis ne am nañ a lot of midfield players, but how many of them are right now on top, like playing week in, week out, and then injury free? So Ibrahim Adabo nekk na ko xam ne he's a revelation. Am nañ yaakaar si moom because he's young. But mu ngi in a very good setup boo xam ne Roma is a top team, so we expect him to elevate. But you can only improve when you are playing. Loolu moom is ABC. So the fact ne ñëwoon na ba bokk si team mun ba play back to back games, léegi gis nañ ne back to back ñëwut, knowing Mourinho bu baax xam jikkoom, xam ne if his team is winning, he hardly touch it. That's Jose for you. So meaning Ibrahima has to fight more. It's about him, because at that time he wasn't playing. We were all worried. Fortunately, you make a chance. Mourinho is that guy. If you perform, you play. Boom, play is game, but move perform. The subsequent game, the first start. So I think it's all going back to Ibrahim. He should be more focused, more proof the coach, man, I'm here to play. I'm young, I can do it. Because if you perform, you play. If you don't perform, I'm not person mom do they have. So Ibrahim not having game time might be a huge concern to all of us. Knowing our other midfield player, Suleiman Mar, we struggle with his knee. pare ne ko di am game time coach bi oy Mané the last time so only Jack wala gis ne he has been giving us something loo xam ne xam nga held down saa bu ñëwee dina xeex na pass boobu ci kanam so we hope ne before AFCON maybe Solmar can recover fully ba am the game time bi nga xam ne moom la nit or Ibrahima fight back bay play regularly loolu moom dañ ko soxla we need our players to be playing.
Wow. Te yaakaar naa ne comme noo ko waxee Mourinho koo xam ne mu ngi koo joxe mu ngi koo wone dina ko play because gis nañ ne seen last game bi sax indi na fa benn Ghanaian do boo xam ne 18 years la am from the academy. Play na ko si saa su ko joxe wone ko rek we would get him. This was also Sana one of my concerns seeing Ibrahima and watching Ibrahima very careful in last game bi. It was not like him. He was losing the ball quite a lot. See Diggy field before Funono. Where did you see this? Were you concerned about that? Was he trying to do too much, or what was going on?
I think the whole thing surrounding Ibrahima, people has to be very careful in the way we wanna the level we wanna put him. He's a top player. He's a top talent. There's no doubt about that. And that's one reason, that's one good reason why Mungi Roma, if he wasn't good enough in the first place, he would not have been in that team. It's all Abib, dafa am lu Abib wax, and I think we should be I would agree with him 100% on this one. This is all about Ibrahima making a name for himself. This is all about Ibrahima taking his chances in Roma. Because the top team coaches is the reason that Mourinho just got chance. They've got just chance, but mu proof Bopam on the game, and then he gave him chance again. So Ibrahima has to stay. There is a saying: it's not difficult to be at the top, but it's always difficult to have that consistency at the top. And I think Ibrahima needs to buckle up. He's young. He has a whole career ahead of him, but he has to be much more focused and serious. It's been a concern. When I watched him for the Gambia and I saw some of the balls he lost playing at that level, I think it's something that is worrying. And you've seen it reoccurs again in their 6-0 defeat in the Europa League, which Mourinho wasn't satisfied. I wasn't surprised that he's going to drop most of the players, especially when he has to take off Ibrahima at that early stage in the second half. I think so it is up to him. It is up to Ibrahima to take his chances. If he takes his chances, he's going to stay up there, because Mourinho will always wants to deal with players that are going to give him results. And if you want to be part of that team, you have to work extra hard to be in the team. He's young, but he has a lot of work to do, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, because I'm not culture boo xam ne nekk na si ñun Gambia ni suñ demee ba kotoy di laa wax ne mun nga play dëkk bi yëpp di laa wax ne mun nga play rek try yoo daan try doo ko dee try. So hopefully that will happen.
I think in his case, Lolo Ibrahima, we saw him play in Roma twice, high Bijok. All of a sudden, New Fatene Ibrahima only played some couple of games for Roma at the end of the season. But everybody start talking about us. Ibrahima is one of those top players who have them play week in, week out for the whole season. Even people like there are a lot of Gambian players right now who get struggle with their clubs, and we tend to give them the high ball hamne. They feel okay, where they should be guy Roman in football. And I think it's really important for us to give them the stick, because players, they need to be hungry. And they need to stay hungry and try to win the heart of their coaches and their teams. Players, and most of the players in your how many of them are playing week in, week out at top level? So si Conte, Nangane OJ, I'm vice captain, right? Musa Barrow, He's the one thing he's good at. He will always bounce back. Okay, and he's been playing consistently for his team for the past 2-3 seasons. Okay, now I'm hitting a striker be Dembo Dabo. He's been doing an awesome job, but Dembo is just coming in the national team, and the national team is about building it. God be me, I believe that he has built a team, but right now he is totally the position. I keep scratching my head. What does he want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? And I think in moving forward, that's going to be the challenge. To me, it's not all about AFCON. AFCON is something that we have already made history, qualifying in. But the biggest challenge would come after the AFCON. After the AFCON, where would we head to? Because Bena, anything less than a qualification to the next AFCON is a total failure.
Absolutely.
Because we have already set the bar high, and we have to make sure that consistency move forward, and that qualification should be a matter of must. There's nothing to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So and looking at all these young players coming up, it's fair to say that the talent is there. It is fair to say that the players need to work hard for themselves and their future. In that way, anybody who is playing week in, week out, it will be easy for you to be selected in the national team. Come, why do Abib at the beginning, Larek? You can never predict, because I am not Tom. Tom. He has his own beliefs and he has his own mindset. So I cannot talk on his behalf, but he should make things easy for himself. Deal with players that you think are playing week in, week out is going to help. It's definitely going to help.
Playing week in, week out, setting a standard and raising the bar. Player boo xam ne yow mention nga ko fi loolu moom nekkut gan si loolu Musa Barrow gis nañ ne just yesterday guy playing against Napoli, and Napoli is actually the only second team this season from the Serie A ñoo xam ne they kept them blank. That strike force Arnautovic at Barrow. I think it was only match day 2 being Atalanta them 0-0 at guy, because these guys are always firing and setting standard and raising the bar. Barrow if you look at how he's growing, this season, like, he is the leading goal scorer for Bologna, and he is also the top assist for Bologna. Forget about scoring yesterday. Just look at his season overall. After 9 games, he's having a very great game. This kind of success, though, or this kind of playing style, Bunde and Bologna, I think they gis nañ sometimes mu ko struggle pour mu am ko ci national team. And there is a rumor because of that there was some little bit of clash. I don't want us to dwell on rumor, Habibi, but Stanley Barrow Bologna and Stanley Barrow Bir Gambia, is it the same? So negotiate the same. Naka lañ ko synchronize.
That's where quickies are different. That's where quickies are different. Look, Ras, you play the football. Michael Essien. Am na time so tege sen family members dañ ko rey anda Mourinho, because lu mu leen gomlo la daf leen gomlo ne wol bam daj yow soo feebarute kenn mënu la moo tax ndeysaan Moussa Keita moo dem oye Essien métal la ko dee oye bu ko xam nga yow coach dafa important. Coach dafa mel ni a parenthood ci team. Musa Barrow lu moo def in Bologna nekkut loo xam ne daf ko tombé day tombé ak mun. Musa dafa mun because Musa is among the few Gambians yoo xam ne dañ gaaw a génn ci ligue bi ñëw Europe ñu defar leen. ñoom Musa dañ dem play youth level in Europe ñu climb the ladder. moo tax ñoom seen football dafa xaw a different because dañ leen prepare. Serie B is normal to them.
No.
What Tom should be doing is to put the belief in your senior players. Team boo dem nag in the world am na senior players. Players yi amuñ de ñoo am nii rek si passing, but club boo dem there are bigger. Loolu moom kenn mënu koo bañ. Dëgg la it's a team sport, but coach bu du dee wax all the players. Musa Barrow is a top player. So xoolee goal you must score in that league nga xam ne li ne ko tombé is talent diggante maa coach bi ni nga ko déggee laa ko déggee te loolu nekkatu ruuma de it's a fact du ruum it's a fact so but ñun lu ñoo boo gisee bugguñ see sori we are going to a tournament bugguñoo create that unnecessary atmosphere ni ngi di coow but the coach have to respect the players. The players have to respect the coach. It's reciprocal. Pour ñu am lu ñu war a am as a nation fekk suñu camp boobu noonu mu nekk in good shape te nu mu nekk in good shape mooy am na player yoo xam ne fekk nga respect leen because there are always senior players in any team. Musa Barrow pour mu perform loolu coach yi dañuy ama players yi one on one. Sometimes da nga play perform loo game bi jeex mu oola office am oo si room am nga ñëw mu ne la yow what's the problem play bi nit la moom tam xëy na am na loo xam ne it's not good for him or nekkul di ko favor ngeen discuss mu ne la man I am better with this or that because read na a couple of months I think last month for example Dortmund ñu dem play ak benn team but Dortmund mënuñoo break team boobu noonu because of the system bu coach bi dem play but Marco Reus a top player mu gis ne lii is not working out mu ñëw si coach bi ne ko ma ne let's swap the system to this formation because ñii ñu ngi play format boo xam ne it's very hard for us to play down coach bi d'accord ak Marco because Marco Reus is a senior player in the club coach bi nangu lu mu ko wax they end up scoring 3 or 4 just to show you ne am na player yoo xam ne you have to talk to them if Musa is not firing like he's firing in Bologna which is a fact loolu dëgg la ñëpp gis nañ ko nu moo fayee fale ko dee fayee Gambia loolu dëgg la but there is a solution to that fekk nga waxtaan ak moom but if you are trying to point finger at him di ko wane ne waaw yow ni nga play fale no that's not how it works you are the man of you are the main man you are the coach you are the father you are the mother call the player
Can I come in?
you will nga waxtaan ak moom but don't say it as hey yaa ñoo jaay no loolu it's not professional.
Yeah, I mean that's the norm in the national team. That's something that we have to agree. I am not saying it because I'm just trying to say I'm saying it because I want to make a point. I'm taking reference from the coach we were on several times. We have had him blame players for certain things in the past. So man do nekalu esi man Madegane he's been like angry with Musa for not Musa being who Musa. Do you if I am the head coach right now, if I am the head coach, I am going to build this national team around Musa. I'm going to build him around him because he's the top player we had. He's one of the, most consistent players we had in few years.
He's not the player though.
Say again.
He's not the most effective player in the national.
He's not the most effective player, but are you building the team around someone who is gifted and then who is a game changer? Are you doing that? Some time back, I did say something. I said we didn't have the best of national teams. I think we were winning games because there was a good team spirit in the team. But tactically, you have to build a team around someone. Who do we build our team around with? It used to be we need a creative player. New Joy, Hamza Nyo. Okay? We change. I will build. There are two potential players and they can click. I am only sorry they are not being utilized the best way. That's why they can click. Munuma am Asan, ma am Musa, and those two can't click. You had that individual player, Kohamne, he can play as a lone striker. Both of them can play as a lone striker. Asan, naturally, he's a lone striker. But do you want to use Musa Mui cut in to play with Hassan? I would definitely do that. And then you could just you need to have the right balance.
Bologna
That's it. They just need a lone striker there and give Musa the freedom to make sure that he play with Hassan, because I'm not experienced.
Yeah, I think
he might be 22, 23, or 24, but he's got the experience played at the top level.
I think
for Musa to handle that, to me, it's the easiest thing. But the team has to be built around somebody.
I think
Musa is young.
Musa Barrow is very comfortable. It's very comfortable coming with the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Attacking the post, because Musa has a very, very good shooting ability. He can shoot.
He can pass
from 25 yards down. He can shoot. So I think, to be honest, we have we going forward, because so what is some front line, some flank players. Yep, mun nañu kata 1v1 de la jël muy Steve la woo muy Jamano la woo
I think
muy Musa la woo we have bunch of out and out players yoo xam ne they could take you on a one-on-one.
I think the right balance be la munta connect between those two players. You know, man, they not disagree. Man, Satan, I've been knowing Hassan Momnako since on the onset, and I wouldn't have no problem in playing Hassan and Musa in the same team. You just need to have a creative player who will just feed them as much as they can. Do we have that?
Yeah, I think
until Hamza Sunyewe, then it's just hard at this level to just depend on one player. But I think
at the end,
are you comfortable playing Jamano?
I think
in a
at
midfield
the end,
trio,
all three of
or playing Jamano at the flank. What your love for is the best role for Jamano in the team?
Man guy like the Luma Fogne is the best role of Jamano in the
yeah.
Well, on Jamano Sumoko Amon, them co play a striker.
Thank you.
It's a number 10.
Play.
Thank you.
Them coach of free role. Guys, I think then all three of us didn't agree. Having this group of players, Oni, Jamano, Hassan, and Modu Barrow, they play together often. Just in 3 games, you have 85 minutes often. They're not guy, but we're gonna move on. Because what are gonna interesting.
You have to be doing that on this games.
Time to jump on this flyer. I was like, whoa, this is going to be very interesting. Whoever made this flyer, there was an intent behind it. You know, when we said, and you probably did not see the flyer, but it's a flyer of Modu Job. And then there was a question linked to it. Is he still our number one? Why, but you even answer question, Bobu? What was the flyer telling us, Habibi?
Wow. Seeing the fact that 3 goalkeepers are going to the AFCON. 3 goalkeepers. The 99.9. If there is no injuries, 99.9. If there is no injuries. So Chahane Bena Gola may play match. Hana Gambia then win nyari match consistently, and then third match you could be feeling like what I made the other goalkeepers. So in fact the 3 goalkeepers are going to AFCON. And the good news will happen. Modu Job is back playing football. There is no way Toldo, Modu Job should not be in that squad. There is no way. He's back playing football. Very important. He's back playing. He should be.
This football based that xam nga am na ñu dee wax ne am na groupe yoo xam ne dañ am seen favorite player wala dañ dee support player moo tax ñuy jagaat flyer di ko yóbbu is this all football based ndax Modu Job suñu waay la rek ñu def ko si flyer bi di post
no
agenda.
Modu Job is a Gambia is a small society boo xam ne ñun dañ xamante yaa ma understand Modu Job played out of Tom's 14 official matches, he played 13 of them. The reason why we are at AFCON, he is part of it. For now, nobody played more than him. So the reason that he's back playing, after you say all the other goalkeepers, can fii du ñemee wax ne Modou Diop amul a place in the AFCON loolu soo ko waxee nag wax nga la ne su nekkoon ne he's not playing completely for a long time you might have a case te bu Modou Diop di play against Djibouti things were tough. Modou Diop even su Maja Angola win qualified maanaam Modou Diop ñu doon nekk Real muy tiré amutoon club Ablaye Ndiaye moo ko doon tiré. Every day I have all his videos with me. He played that game without a club. And it was a decent performance. So if you were doing all that, he should be in the national team now. He is back playing. And people are forgetting too soon. I remember Gambia Djibouti, Mansi Estadi. My bobu dama lox be mënuma yëngat Modou Diop made those saves. Modou Diop saved us from disaster. ñun toogoon nañ moo ñu fi génnee te amut foofu noonu out of 14 official magi tom play bañ qualify Modou Diop played 13. On top of that, he is back playing. He's playing now. So he should be in the team. But the coach is thinking otherwise because gis nañ all the other goalkeepers you play gis nañ ñëpp
xaaral ma dugga foo xam ne nii dafa sew dama xat bët nag because man moom foog ma ànda Modou Diop nekk na koo xam ne he's reliable for the national team play na over 3,000 minutes for the national team play na ay boori 34 caps. Obviously he's a veteran and present and move. But I also like quality. I like competition. You know, sometimes I see these players coming in and I'm like, you know what? Ki moda hakoto bi play. Dafa wara play. Sana yow dam la buga laaj yow 3 goalkeeper yeb ñun gisal nañ leen suñ bopa. Naka la Modou Diop taxawé ak ñetti goalkeeper yi su duga ci waté ci team bi. Because man su nekk ñu pousse affaire ci.
Yeah, man naturally, I want competition, and I want team 100 of competition. You know, so Modou Diop coming in, it's going to bring a lot of competition in the team because Lena, in terms of experience, can Munuko match the team. You know, especially the goalkeeping area, he is the number one in terms of experience. Then you have in the tournaments like this, you needed experience. You needed people with good character, with good number of experience for the comport and in the best possible way. And also the fact that the defense we play has been having that cohesion with Toldo is gonna give him an edge over any goalkeeper. And in fact, in terms of performance, Gisney goalkeepers here play, and to me, it would be fair to say the Modou Diop should be even the next training camp. The Warna Nekasi team be as far as I'm not club. You know, he should be able to be in the team. But like I said,
number 1, 2, 3
is obviously I'll keep him number 1. I wouldn't hesitate. Do more hesitate to Dugalan team is straight number 1 because Legi number players you play, you have not a number of games they play in his absence, and not a goal like guy concede in his absence. So that says a lot about the character he is, the individual he is. I'm not gonna say much, but I think from a coaching point of view, in as much as I'm gonna play week in, week out, I'm gonna play because I'm on issue of handling pressure. He's already been there several times. So it's just a continuation of the mode of if I'm on a break, he should be able to be in that team again. And I'm gonna give him number 1.
Yeah, and it's also good now for the sake of this conversation. You look at swim goalkeeper at Saint Form with their clubs. This nañ says CB recently he is not played much for his club, at least the past four games. He get talks bench me. And his team Tamit obviously they're not doing very well. Gay he's over there playing, but Mo Job he is back playing. Buñ gëstoo ñu seet lan la gaay play pour dëkk bi Gambia friendlies including international gis nañ ne gay si boppam about 3 games la am Sibi about the same 2-3 games but Modou Job obviously had this 34 caps on him, which is very important in terms of experience. But also dama bëggoon a laajte Habibi this question. There's also coach B Munna. Let me put myself in the coach's shoe. Munna wax ne okay, you know what? Xam naa Habibi lu mun. Xam naa Habibi lu ma dee jox. Waaye am na yeneen ñaar ñoo xam ne dama leen bëgg a gis su ma leen indee si camp bi du ma leen mun a gis fully du ma mun a pay 100% attention on them because Habibi mu fa. So ndax Habibi yow di nga ma mun a mayangu maybe benn camp ma seet ñii 100% ma gis leen nu ma leen a bëgg a gisee now su rombee benn camp foofu lay amee problème because man lu ma wax mooy su rombee benn camp léegi it's just like what's the saying robbing Peter and paying Paul man laa bàyyi si biti nekkuloo di practice at boy nekkuloo di build sa chemistry just for me to see Peter performing. I mean, can you comment on that?
Look, the coach is not somebody called Hamlet. He's very honest. He's not honest. I can tell you that. And if you Modou Job is a senior man in the team. Whatever you are doing with him, you have to talk to him. Isn't it? ñooñu nekkut ñoo xam ne da ngay na snob no da ngaa waxtaan naa ñoom yaa ma understand te based on the information we are getting Modou Job will not be in the camp until something else happens. But for now, I can categorically tell you he will not be in the camp unless and until something has changed. For now, for today, and and based on that, and based on seeing the other goalkeepers play, your Munuloma one, they are so good that they are untouchable. They are not bad. They are not bad, but Munlo one, they are untouchable. Come Ningamunawahene, Asan Cisse Torres is untouchable because he is banging the goals. Munloma one, the other goalkeepers are untouchable. The Munloma one, the other goalkeepers are on top of their game. They play 90 minutes in a manner about him. And hey, no, minimum they have to go. It's not happening. But as a leader or as a coach, you should be talking to your senior players. Lolo funika in the world. Globally, lolo more they help. Talk to them. Even Solen Bugatu. Talk to them. Don't snub them. Come dafa am nga invite players yi do len call sax wax len ne waaw li mo xew. This is ras li correcto. Te luma dey emphasize moy this is our country, you know. At the end of the day, coalition mom they come and go, we will still remain as a country or as a family or as a unit. Coach this nigga bukatu some of these veterans know how they play a significant part in our history of going to our first AFCON. Before that, they will have players on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Legi lol bi am. Modou Job bu mo train yal da Banjul ko bi dafa de call. Amu team waaye mu ngi train yal da ko am call on a daily basis di waxtaan ak moom di seet lu mu nekk di ko wan ne dañ la nit match bu ñëw ñi how prepared you are. yaa ma understand the time boobu noonu Modou Job was clubless mooy before you play Angola at home, so at least no matter what happened waxtaan ak moom, but you cannot just jump and ignore them. Xam nga yow ñi nga indi they are not bad but they are not the best. Loolu mooy dëgg
They are not just better than they are not better
They
than
can
Tondo in any way.
they play level is miles away. You know, we have to. Because I made Modou Diop happily mu xam ku mel ni man once in a while la ñëw wax ba pare on top of that ñun nekkuñ human being yi nga xam ne players yi leen dee tagal necktie pour ñu defal leen ñun bokkuñ si groupe boobu ñun bokkuñ si catégorie boobu noonu amul benn Gambian player bu moo ñëw si plateforme bi pour ñu fareel la it's not gonna happen because ñun bugguñ sa sneakers bugguñ sa vest bugguñ sa dara but we love you as a Gambian and as a player ñun suñ diggante players loolu la we love them all we love all the Gambian players but ñun duñ dee camping ak kenn no we won't do it people like Modou Diop even that su Gambia di xar du wax he will never talk so ñun lu ñoo wax nii mooy li nga xam ne moom lañ gis suñ opinion lañ other Gambians can have other opinions that's how it works waaye luñ gis ne Modou Diop lu mu play Scorpions dañ qualify and he's back playing football there is no way ne he should not be in that squad man gisuma ko somebody can feel something nit mun naa benn opinion it's okay because the world is diverse we have different opinions but based on facts and stats the guy should be there.
Well, no, definitely. Some ñun fii it's not just this show. Ku ñu xam personally, ku ma xam man personally, dina xam ne kenn mënuma censor si suma opinions. When I have my opinions, right or wrong, I'm gonna come out and say it. Man, problem bu ma am su fekkee ne man la play all the time, Habibi, man la play all the time, Sana, and then all of a sudden I decided ne okay. Janko ñëw na, and I think ne, honestly, in my opinion, I think that Janko would give us way more on the pitch than that. But Nda would give us overall a better leadership. I would easily put Nda on the bench and have Janko play. So I'm not going to come here and just say something about Modou Diop because Sumawila or Nda Sumawila. In terms of Modou Diop, I am saying all those three goalkeepers, Munuloma one of them, all of them are better than him. All of them can outperform him in that camp. So I would leave that at that. But also, Coach B, please, gis nañ ko fu nekk. Fii mu nekkaat naka lam tudd mu nekkoon Alex Ferguson sa su toogoon dara jotut Beckham mu drop ko ñëppaa koo layte waa lu xew lan moo jot Beckham lu taa indiwloo ko xanaa dafa gaañu xanaa da ngeen xuloo xanaa lan moo xew so mënuloo ñu amal 3 players yoo xam ne they were integral in your squad all of a sudden nga drop ko nobody is asking the questions GFF is not asking the question we all know in that camp is very volatile, is not the same. Why are we not having this conversation, Sana?
Nah, I mean, sorry, this is very obvious. The coach has issues with these players. It is not on footballing based reasons. And the people at the GFF are the people, to me, don't say you keep quiet on that issue. We don't want to interfere with the coach's decision. Yes, that's one thing. But we all knew that they have told this coach that they didn't want these players to be picked. So I'm not your hand bunsi de James Sorisa. Coach would not talk to Nda, would not talk to Toldo, would not talk to Timber simply because of what? Because of the money issue. And Ninekasi authority will feel they felt otherwise on that issue. People close to the team knows what we are talking about. So I mean it's not based on footballing reasons. And Manli was again a shock moy that decision was made by the whole team. Not to pick that money that was given to them by the president. And all of a sudden, better come to you try to single out they don't even look at it at a national from the national point of view. If in fact you put our national interest first.
Yeah.
These 3 goalkeepers that played, buñ single out Toldo up till now, who is better than Toldo? Wahma Kena. I would agree, hands down. But to me, gisuma ko. With the vast of experience bu Toldo we should. I think the coach, what he has to do is, hamna one now players. These players in question, he has a conversation with them, but there is more to it. You have the limo one on their face, actually how digga. It might be two different things. Usually, the one was after the coach, because I could be in this position one day, but the truth has to be said. Gambia, monu gena lunek. So you football, one politics, football lañ. And once it's football, we all had a say in it. I think he needs to put his house in order. He needs to sit back and talk to the players. How many, players in the whole team attacked him in calling for a meeting for him to talk to these players, which he did. But act, my friend. He needs to act. This next training camp should have been a very good opportunity for him. Mumuna in his team back. In that team spirit before team be, and you're gonna see the difference. Because I'm on time. Can one that play? I can one that play, but so malaje should not merit nanda. I'm not the merit mu travel activity. The malane 110%. Should all 23 players, did not all 24 players Mayobunda because of his influence in the camp. Dinayo Toldo because eventually Bena goalkeeper moy play in this Bena goalkeeper or Nyari goalkeeper moy play si test games. Do you want to use those people with a lot of experience to inspire the young ones coming up? Yes, I want to do that. Because I don't have the greatest team. Most of my players wouldn't complete 10 games in the season. So, I mean, yeah. Why do you want to
I'm gonna add,
biggest weapons yange tiyo you na buy yanga dem hey so weapon you are gonna buy you gonna. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna add to what you are saying. To what you are saying. Bepere dinanyan ki swing technician bi dinako nyan mu yokal ñu 20 minutes because these things are very important that we have in this conversation. And all of us, we are here saying, listen, we don't care if this guy start or not, but it's very important for a team to build a chemistry. It's not for teams as big as Real Madrid. Three, four world best players have expensive players there, but mënuñoo win Champions League. What we are saying is, danga gis team yoo xam ne amut ay mag. Xale yi rek a fa nekk xale yi nuñ nekk star waaye coow bu dee am seen diggante daf dee nëbba seen capabilities waaye daf dee baax pour nga am mag boo xam ne hey su fekkee ne Ras mi ngi misbehave mu yuuxu ko ne ko ne ma ne xalaatal ne flag bi la ñoo player. It's not about individual. Hey, yaa ngi lose ball bi 3-4 times def ko mu yomba. We need to have that leader ko xam ne ñëpp nañ ko déggal su nekkutee si biir field bi sax we need to have that, and we also need to stay away from these negative talks. Right now, we want to focus on, positive talks. Not gonna over performance. See AFCON. So whatever it takes, you guys come back and fix this camp because it's not like in that camp they need more help for unity. So whatever you guys can do, please fix that. But before we even move out of this topic, Habibi, do you think that we have seen the last of these guys in Gambian colors?
If you ask me,
because could be 5 years contracts.
If you ask me, for tay lolay wax players yoo xam ne coach bi daf dee wax ak ñoom consistently léegi di wax ak ñoom loolu lu moo signify moo laa wane kii jàmbakat la kii xamul ne oh soldier never die. You don't throw your old warriors, because a veteran soldier koku xam na woo de kooku sooy dem woo ñu nga de yow doo jël benn recrue boo xam ne démb la gradué kooku su bali tàkkee dafa jonkoon ne woyaa yooyu min fa football bés la waaye ba léegi dara passé wut because coach bi buñ fàtte ne ñun ñoo ko he is our employee ñoo ko fay moom fay te the fact ne the coach is very very independent si man suma gis-gis man nu ma ko gisee dafa over independent I might be wrong waaye man loolu laa gis because action si soo ko ñemee def every AFCON di nga gis team yoo xam ne nañ yóbbu player yoo xam ne 2-3 player yoo xam ne ñooy coordinate team ñooy joxe moral. I remember we were playing against Algeria, very tough game. That was out injured, but he traveled from Swiss to Algeria. He was injured, played. By them now, to be in that atmosphere, to inspire, the next stars coming into the national team. After this AFCON, I'm not players so it's over. So it's obvious. After AFCON bi, send game si squad bi pare. Well, at least nga jox leen that respect buñ deserve. You after all what they were fighting for, achieve nañ ko. At least ñu end at a high. Bul ñëw rek nga daxal. AFCON da nga yow 23 players. Am na dika yoo xam ne 15 players or 16 ñooy play. There is player xam ne nañ dem ba ñëw duñ play. 4 players or 5 sax duñ play. Su nekkee ne gaañu amul. So what I'm saying here is na coach bi revisit nu moo doxalee. Na revisit nu moo doxalee. His man management skill is very very questionable. It's very questionable. Like we all know, buñ defee grouping si Gambia moo nekkoon last in terms of qualify on paper, but the fact ne amoon nañ that team spirit together, that bond dafa play a lot of part pour tax Gambia mën a qualify. Léegi yow suñ qualify war a move to next level yow nga daaji loolu noonu da nga indi yaaxu te autorités yi lu bari xam nañ ko ba ñu ci toog te si loo toog yaa ngi dafa nu te lu nëb xeeñ boo gisee suñu gars yi kontaan ba dur ko 5 years mu laa wan ne ñun we have a long way to go. Aliou Cissé with all the good things lu mu defal Sénégal ay qualify World Cup ay dem final 2 years la ko jox kantar just 2 years lañ ko jox extension 2 ñun ñu qualify la gàddu ko 5 years moo tax coach bu léegi mu ngi doxee mbal nu ko yàlla moo doxee 5 years non dafa ceeb coach baa nga ceeb moo tax mu ngi am na ñoo xam ne sax de in the system coach bi lu moo doxalee neexule but come on what can they do let's see lan mooy xew si camp bi waaye man if you ask me the fact ne mu ngi amaat camp te invite gars yi te bi mooy last camp bi si man loolu is game over xanaa mu am pressure from the fans and from the stakeholders maybe mu yóbbu 1 or 2 but pour mu yóbbu team bi AFCON te yóbbu suñu vétéran yi man loolu de su amee dina xam ne coach bi moom nekku nit definitely nekku nit after all the love bu mu amoon ci booy yooyu noonu saa boo joxee interview mu taga Ndaa o mu taga Modou Diop or all those players nga dem ba qualify at least they should be in the group to inspire the boys case yi Modou Diop sax is an exception moom bosam sax dafa ute because moom he's back he's playing te suñ bëgg fay to make it short kenn mënu ko wax ji loolu la nañ ko tegal rend ko kenn mënu ko kenn play bañ na gonga
loolu mooy issue bi pour Toldo bi moom no excuse moo tam
nga naan juice
moo tam ma wax la ko ma ne it's not on footballing reasons because Toldo am na club he was settling down na dem ngeen door di play there's no way that doo ko mën a pick
and we still have November December January
he should be back in the team
thank you
he should be back in the team
let's hope let's hope Ned didn't go guess say can't be, because if we don't see these guys say can't be, I feel like
Russ, but
there would be a
the invitation are gone.
Catch them in.
The invitation are gone, and the players in your hand know. So the thing is, we are not just trying to point fingers or bring anything, but you know what is known already. The thing is, it's not footballing reason. So in fact, the opportunity burela won pour mom. Anga man wahuma wahinda ak Timba wahuma wahinda ak Timba, because Timba is na am club, but he's not playing. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, players you don't even give reasons why you don't pick them, because Fogumane Tom dina ñeme mu taxaw mu ne Gambians ne nda amul club toldu amul club loolu moo tax pigguma leen non Fogumane dina ñeme mu wax loolu.
Your press conference.
Because man personally, I have always defended his decision of selecting players he want. Not the players I want, even though whereas I disagree, is a national team, it should be for the best players. I have always believed in that. But the coach reserved the right to pick any player he wants. So he did it and mu ngi am result. So I cannot question, but Foguma ne dina taxaw mu ne kii amul club or kii amul club loolu moo tax piguma ko. Then I think that would be very hard to swallow.
Coach
Well,
Bohamne,
that would be very-
then could they protect from the media? Come
More
like
clubs.
then could they protect
So
even
guys,
interviews with the coach
Dinañ move
is a problem to interview the coach. He is protected.
camp boo xam ne
They could they protect. Coach they could they protect. Then go interview. No interview. The coach like len
all right, guys, we're gonna move.
coach. But for that, our journalists back home can do you. They are okay
know.
with that. Even some so complicated like some questions, they're like, hey, no, boy, stop it. What is going on?
No.
It's Tom.
Did I move on?
It's focusing on Mourinho or Guardiola.
Mane
Guardiola,
kile ngeen
Right,
lâché
right.
Assis mu ngeen lâché mu ne ban camp la ban training camp la
I'm not
because
this month.
there is this issue ne dañoo play ak New Zealand, which I think is confirmed, and ba pare benn team lañ war a playal waaye ñemeñ ko wax.
Wala ñu ngi foofu noonu ne dinañ dugg si foofu noonu, guys. Just bear with me 1 second. Su ko defee ñu mun a continue with the program. Obviously ñun luñ fi wax yëpp dafa am fuñ ko wéer te suñ amoon enough time or na ma ne dinañ fi fanaan te kenn waxtaan bi du soof kenn, but we have to move on. Obviously Sana door na topic bi, and is the training camp that is coming. Training camp boo xam ne man, when I used to see training camp, I used to be excited, because one time we went and played with Morocco Team AB, and we saw players like Hakimi was there. Gis nañ Size, Roman Size, nekk Wolverhampton right now, he was there. Gis nañ fa Riyad Mahrez si team boobu noonu Morocco. And then, standards were going high, and we were very proud ne ñun Gambia door nañ team boobu noonu 1-0. But we all know ne COVID-19 and lu ko wër indi na some difficulties yi nga xam ne delluwaatoon nañ di gis teams yoo xam ne yu mel ni ay South Sudan bokk si suñ test game bi, and people were asking how would these teams help us to beat Mali, to beat the Algerians, to beat the Mauritanians. Man si training camp bi, I was very concerned with the type of team that we are playing. And Sanabo throw away for New Zealand for Funono. I think that would be a very good test game put in preparation.
Wow, exactly. I think it's something that I believe it's confirmed, New Zealand, and then one team that is not yet confirmed is, I think, why I don't know why they are not confirmed. But it's not a laughing matter, and I think I hope that name doesn't come out, because we don't want to play with Myanmar. Why? We shouldn't just look at those as really opponents. We want to play with serious countries. New Zealand, it's going to be a good test for us. But like the other name that is on the table, that shouldn't even come out. And I hope that's the reason later they don't still disclose November can be team with your player. I come to the Gambia dafa hat trop so ñu ne leen xamante nañ. And the fact that the union invitation into the players.
Hold on. Is Myanmar on the table, Habibi? Myanmar is on the table. Are we discussing Myanmar?
Yeah, it's out there in the open. It's not confirmed, but it's out there in the open that there's an agent Bohamne is. I think there's an agent who is working on getting us test games. I don't even get that. That what no any decent team to play with than man. I even prefer to play with a club level than my player in Myanmar, because Myanmar should be out of the equation. Myanmar teams in NND 10, I 8, I 12. The Myanmar Myanmar ñu mere because Batambe du mu fa dem win for case bu reuy so ñu xam man ñu mere Batambe du mo fa dem win len against the Ruhia people. So lolu ñoñu mom fu xam nañ dem New Zealand you know they play against New Zealand. That's a decent team. That's definitely a decent team. Hey, we played Mali, you know? We played Mali and Tunisia. So at least right now, they need teams who have even if you Dorsa, you win. Muneka teams who have they push to the wall. Buntiema team who have then go win to put our hopes. Because Gambian bit of a am hope. The Gambia do team bu bon funny funny. Because King Adur, even sa Wild and Oriel, muna play ñu national team lañ te Sundrankins dafa war a egg. We have to be playing with decent teams. 24 countries ñoo qualify to AFCON. So guys, mënuñu maa wax ne ñun mënuñoo play at those teams.
How many are World Cup qualifiers? Is there any good team that is not playing World Cup qualifier that we can play?
Absolutely. Wait, last 24 teams no qualify. Still AFCON. We could see I'm going to talk because we play I'm going to talk. It's only the playoffs modest for the World Cup. Only the playoffs. About 10 teams. 10 teams modest.
Wow.
So where are the other teams you have talk? You have they were there. They choose the teams you have qualifying. You play you. Then you play at teams you have Myanmar is not confirmed, but it was in the pipeline. So Neko Mohammed and confirm why I hope Nebum am.
The name should not even come out.
No, because the last time South Sudan Neko Timuba, Sierra Leone average team. You play at Morocco Olympic team. You right now our target should be above those teams. So you get them AFCON you am dara. Why do you play at teams you have the Yalen Moon? Lolo help you.
With the viewers, some of these stats from Myanmar. I could see Myanmar played their last 3 games. They conceded 22 goals and only scored 1. Japan Dornell 10-0. Kyrgyz Republic Dornell 8-1. Tajikistan Dornell 4-0. So Myanmar definitely ñun mom fogumane negana lo xamne bu nañ ko welcome ci suñ camp. But the next one I want to bring up moy the issue of New Zealand. I'm very happy and I think su fekkee ne benn game la sax kontaan naa si. But another dimension bo xamne am na kuma ko layte won ne mané fogulo ne suñ jëlone camp bi ñu yóbbu ko Gambia right now. Because ñu ngi am problem pour raise Harris pour AFCON. If we had taken, watan bi buñ ko don watan, I have no idea of New Zealand coming in the picture. It was actually Myanmar at Burundi. So ñun ñaar bu ñoo watan based on ñun luñ fokk. He said, why don't we take this camp to Gambia? Boy train fofu nonu hej na guy am test game at Fortune. We ask people to pay to get in. The FA can raise money. And then even the next night, we can have a road to AFCON musical festival. Bo hamne ñom Jizzle mun nañu ñëw ñom ST ñom Kabonka at yenen artists yoo xam ne fancy dañoo fay boy mun nañ leen a parade foofu just other ways boo xam ne Gambian bi mun naa raise xaalis buñ ko just bàyyee GFF at national team bi sana.
Well, from the coaching point of view, I think I would use this opportunity, to gonna prepare some team. So I wouldn't get into the notion that the Madam Gambia I'm for camp, with the players, because this is the only opportunity the coach has, trying to build up things that he wants to do in the AFCON. So this is the last camp, and it is very, very important.
Just put Madugad, this was before New Zealand. This was with Burundi and Myanmar.
Yeah. I know it would have. I mean, this thing should have been one of the toughest camp when you were on because the last camp it was overshadowed by the fact that you play Morocco and B team, you play South Sudan, which are not I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. But I mean, I think Gambian standard it's a little bit ahead of those two, even though whereas Morocco, we lost against Morocco heavily. I mean, we cannot play with their B team. That's very obvious
because
we
beat their A team.
Yeah, because we beat their A team. So it's you don't look down on things. If you moving forward, you just got to move forward, and I think that has to be shared. So. After Cambo, if I were the coach and whoever is responsible of making decisions, would say that we need a serious opponent. We need to have a serious opponent. Bohamne is gonna, walk us through on the hardest level. So is gonna give us an opportunity for players to, to showcase what they can do. And I think we are good at raising our game when we playing with top teams. And I think that is the level we wanted to see. Level Bobolen Buge Ega Bala Afcon with the job. And also one thing I want to make clear, this issue of non-organized game. I know there are agents involved, but can we use our own brothers, settle games? Can we do that?
No,
we don't have to be selfish to do that. Do we have people that have the capabilities?
We cannot
have
do that.
The ability to set games for us. They are FIFA licensed agents. Set games for the national team. They can.
They don't.
The reason Mange Walulu hedna ñu xam nit ñoo nekk ñu fi dinañ xam lu am nañ ñoo xam ne mun nañ ñoo organize international games on this transfer.
Give me names. Give us names, Sarah. If you know, give us names.
People like Morlamin BI, people like Cherno Samba.
Yeah, give us names. Say.
These are people. Yes. Ñoo xam ne Cherno Samba, Morlamin BI, they could do this.
Give us.
They have agencies.
So.
And there was a time one Gambian brother was involved in certain game.
Sana, ñun duñ dee bëgg a dimbalante. Da nga fàtte how many Gambian players ñoo jam fa Kaba Cissé. Da nga fàtte lu.
I mean, but this is
That's
something
what we do. That's what we do.
It's something that we need to break.
That's what we do.
Because you will not fend. So we don't have people that could do the job for us.
You're coaching. All your Gambian coaches are not given contracts. Sana, this is a disease in our system.
Yeah, we will keep saying it. But
all the Gambian coaches, male, female, don't take contract. Within ourselves. We like to work with foreigners and make money out of it. That's what we do. That's what we do.
So let's go back.
But put Daniel, Ras. I'm not brothers, you have Cherno Samba was a Gambian international, right? And Morlamin BI, we all know he has an agency that he is connected around the world. I can tell you this. Why the fact of the matter is we need to look back ourselves. Ñu xam ne football bi nañ ko yaata ñu boole si ku nekk suñ ko defee si suñ own interest la.
all right loolu moom ñun suñu amee agent ñu dimbale pour ñu fixal new games and all this stuff, it would be very good, but I want us to concentrate on this camp, and obviously playing New Zealand is a very good team and something that I should be excited to
Yeah,
watch.
why Lolu
But
Mota because of the quality. Yeah.
this is the AFCON. Teams like New Zealand, what footballing country are they similar to? Because we are preparing for the AFCON and not the World Cup. Can we say they play like the Moroccans or the Tunisians or the Algerians? Lan la ñoo mëna génné ci New Zealand team bi, Habibi?
I don't know. I don't know who did those recommendations. Why it would have been easier to go and play Libya, you know, to me, to play Libya. In any Arab world, they play. Then it's easier because AFCON play with the different with a European setup in terms of discipline and everything. So it would have been wiser. You hold opponents or hamne, they are similar, or you hold opponents or hamne, playing to qualify rounds with those teams, you hold and score lines, he said. It was a cagey affair or a tight game score. But I don't know why they choose New Zealand, and then they're talking about the camp. They were talking about Turkey. Turkey.
Mauritania. Burundi would have been a very good time.
No, we should have played with African teams because we are going to an African tournament. But Padaman Ras, I am down with your suggestion. Ne team be Sunyon Gambia. Because anyway, we will give them the flag in the Gambia. Team with them. Normally, they're now Sadika. They meet the president. We just have flag be. So man, I'm down with what you are saying. We could have even raised few millions because soon artists in young ST, young diesel, the new start, new raise few millions. Those boys, they are doing it. So imagine Sunyakene is a whole national thing. This money raise is going to the squad. Every Gambian will like to come and participate. So man, I'm okay with having a game in the Gambia, and then meet the president, del flag be, they can be yuhu, nyanalen, and they go. Man, I'm done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done with that. So why the choose Dekayo Hamne has nothing to do with African Cup. It only brings more questions than answers. Definitely. It only brings questions. In the World Cup, the Olympic. We are going to an AFCON for the very first time. Mali, sorry, win you. My players have Bissau more again. Because Bissau, they qualify back to back. They've been going now. My player Bissau, sir. Bissau, no Gambia, you play. Extra the first del. You. Wow. Name for me, Lamba, them State House, this one flag. Now, why not? More than them, they come. Abu Dhabi finally. Oh, I don't know where. You know, it costs more money. It costs more money.
It definitely costs more money. So, Sana, I would throw the last question
it's not cheap.
you.
Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Turkey, it's not cheap.
Enough halis pour ñu mëna dem ci AFCON bi. And in that point of view, I'm also even saying ne su fekkee ne ñun right now halis buñ bëgg raise. Nobody is telling us how much lañ raise angum. Nobody is giving us a trajectory bu ñu won ne hey, you know what guys, don't worry about it. Dinañ raise this much money. Su fekkee ne halis suñ problem la right now. Absolutely. As a coach, the best thing you would want to do is have these training camps and see your players over and over and over again. But priorities, we have to set that. So fekkee ne amuñ xaalis because man bëgguma ñu dem ba si AFCON bi ñuy door di am problème yi baxa ñuy door di am problème yi fay ndoo yi seen bonus yi boy yi seen bonus yi. So fekkee ne amuñ xaalis at this point, I think that you just squash this camp, take that money that we are using for campaign, fake coaches, send match bonus, send campaign allowance, and all that stuff. Ñu dugal ko ci suñ AFCON arrangements before now. We are talking, but we are not calculating no time.
They said 177 million. Like 177 million. 177 million. When we invited Ibu Faye, Ibu Faye dafa feel that amount might be even small. Ibu Faye bu mu ko wax dafa ko wax on air ñëpp a dégg mu ne moom dafa foog ne xaalis boobu sax du doy that 177 million moom loolu la foog. Right now ñu ngi raise fund but the pace is really slow. Te gis naa benn bill bu génn for sports. The amount of money bu bëgg a raise for the national team is way more than the government take pour sports Gambia yépp mooy bëre basketball ak athletics so ko boole seen xaalis bi the amount of money needed to go to AFCON mu ëpp loolu so loolu ras mu la woon ñun fuñ toll as a country when it comes to sports. So
mooy problème bu ma wax nii rek xaalis is a problem right now, Sana. Why are we going to camp?
And then we will official nga xam ne official people call them all names. Dañ leen but they are leading the way. With all the companies in the Gambia, ñu la gis ñu joxe 8 million. They are partners. I'm not seeing Social Security, GPA, GRA, Gamtel. Where are they? Where are they? It's a foreign company is leading the way for the fundraising as of now. Where are Gambians' very own companies? You know, taxpayers' money.
Right.
Don't be surprised. Them AFCON. I'm Choi Harris. I might bonus. Don't be surprised because time be Gambia ni amun jot. Ñu bëgg politique. That's the trend.
Man loolu la fekkee ne ñu ngi séntu problème yi xaalis ci AFCON bi. Why are we not? Because the truth is, if I cannot afford to go to vacation in December, Christmas, Gambia, because in the summer, dama buga say, duma jël suma baxa bobu nonu mo dem December, Christmas, Gambia. I would save it for my wedding because it's more important. Yes, camping is important. It's good for the coach. It's good for the chemistry. Why su fekkee dañoo am problème yi xaalis Sana? Do we need to do this? Can we not save that money for the real Lamba?
Yeah, we could save that money for the real Lamba, but this camp also is a necessity. There are a lot of ingredients in it because we wanted to keep our ranking as well. So it is not just a mere training camp, but it is also important for a lot of reasons. I think it's preparatory as of coaching point of view. Dumano Nangu you cancel training camp because that's the only time you had as a coach to spend 10 days with the team, to work on the tactical aspect of what you wanted to achieve in the AFCON. So it's all said and done. I think we are not just serious. We are not just ready.
Don't forget, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. Cancel on it.
What about the financial point of view? Do you have enough money to go to camp and then make sure that I'm going problems if can be if we have this?
Yeah, it's something that shouldn't happen. It's a hard one, but it shouldn't happen. We shouldn't let that happen. So heavy tamitne negligence law. It has to come from people that are concerned. Linga one, so fake them then be feel they just have to be honest to themselves. So they may be feel how this been naked for. I think it's important for us to go back to the drawing board.
But Sana, who will shoulder this blame?
And the blame has to goes to the ministry and the government of the Gambia because it is their sole responsibility to take care of the national team.
Absolutely.
Then if you wanted to put the GFF on this one, then you're not torn. The national team is owned by government, is owned by the Gambian government and the Gambians. So this is something that
if I want to put the GFF in there, I can also say, okay, let's bring the promises, because we know the last camp we were promised, and then the promise was not fulfilled. You end up canceling the camp. If I am GFF, I'm sitting down with the ministry, the government, mom team, and I'm telling them, listen, what lan lañ am pour suñ AFCON bi su fekkee ne baxa boobu noonu nekku fa, we are not going to camp. I don't know yéen understand ngeen man fu maa waxe, because man ma ko wéer si ñoo xam ne de.
Yeah, but the ministry would not come. The government. I'm not gonna say the ministry. The government would not come to say we don't have this. No, let's be realistic here. Time Gambia is very, very, very critical. There is no room for error. So all they would be saying is, no, don't worry, everything is under control. This is what is going to happen, because the period would nekala. But the fact of the matter is, something needs to be done. Come, Abi Yagana Kowa, Mandama ignore. I am scared. I am really, really scared.
The first day Mawa had
because the fact that it's election year
on our platform,
and all these politicians are more interested in their personal head. Send Bob a regular guy
Sanamundama be a witness. 4-5 months ago, on a WhatsApp platform, Manele, we have to prepare early. Let's launch this task force in the Harris. At the political. Man, one guy 4 to 5 months ago, I knew possibly it can be a big burden. I told them. The problem that Lang Tombong that letter to the ministry. Yep, because Lang Tombong felt that they were late to do it. We all knew about it. That it's us. You manke bari. But the fact that you must not qualify to an AFCON, more than you then want to go pare. Then go, we are JGC at AFCON. AFCON, Lucilla has nobody. You then want to go door because you meaningful. Ras, so them Europe, Europe for the very first time. Then they go pack some suitcase, go with them airport. Yo, million airport, then go with them. Why? Talk about.
Yeah.
Talk about time this
Definitely.
after sell 8 million nangam sangam. Boy, this is
guys,
the facade.
let's hope ñun lu ñoo worry yep, suñ concerns, suñ fears, yep do nekk a problem when the AFCON is here. It's very good Yen Setan Kati and us, we are having this conversation now, because problem in Gambia more than they buy them happen, then chow be start the door. While suñ ko watane ay ages come Habibi num don watane affaire dorlen dinañu dimbele torop. But we don't have much time left here. We have only 2 minutes left, guys. Show me more man so this on si man mom do am jehe fu ñoo jehale sa. But yeah. I have to throw back to you guys to just few words bala ñuy close, guys. Sana, let's go with you first.
Wow. Ras, Jerejif, thank you very much. See, I think it's been interesting as usual. Because come yéen yëpp noo leen ko waxee rek ñun worry wuñ ñun Gambia would come first as far as we are concerned. And whatever we said, this is our personal opinion. It is not reflecting on anybody's opinion. But we are not here to praising anybody because we are expecting anything from you. Players, you, administrators, you, we are all one big family. This is Gambia. We will always say things as how it is. And then, we worry when I'm not blame now because Gambia minimum in as much as one law hamnel arrange would like all you think about is kisuma enemy la Somalia. Why Santa Yala bunun halate amun sense of direction bobu. Nun sense bun amway we will discuss football, we will discuss Gambian football, and I think it is lolu mo ñu ñor te lolu la ñu continuer di wax. Da pare di gërëm suñu fans ñëpp everybody di leen jox dig daje rek si Wednesday bi nag am nañ fi a very important gan fa nga flyers it dinañ teel a génn You know, he is ready to come up, you know, to share his opinion with what his opinion about Gambian football. Duñ ko disclose nag why
who is joxeel tur Habib bi rek nga joxe tur.
mais na leer waay.
Okay, next suñ straight talk bi am nañ Langton Bontamba because
The people's no.
the people's general.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
people's general. The reason that you am come boy, there is a lot of things going around social media regarding certain things. Come we always give everybody the opportunity, you know, to discuss issues. And I think we reach out to him and then he accepted the invitation. So he's gonna be our guest on Straight Talk. We make him go understand like Straight Talk la. You know, what we about I laha then go one no. And then he consented to that, and we are happy and thankful to him in advance, you know, for promoting honors invitation.
Well, how about
That's right. And then ñu fi betay di ñu seetaan waroon naa leen a wax ne in the beginning of the show we have a surprise for you. We have an exclusive. You know, man suma booba dama bëggoon a sol jersey Walidan, but I knew I'm a real fan. But fan nañ ma find out because I didn't get the memo ne waruñoo sol suñ team clubs here. But Habibi has something for Walidan and the league.
Wow, yeah.
We will. I think that is it's just an oversight. Why we should acknowledge Lee Walidan Def. I think they are traveling out of the country tonight. And get them to Saudi Arabia for a 2 weeks training camp. L'Union Def Moy exclusively next Friday. Then try new catch up with their officials. You know, especially the president of Walidan Football Club, Aliou Basi Bopam. So could have a new discourse. Because we've seen Walidan taking like a different route since we season began. You know, I think they've been signing players, top class players here. Right now, and they're embarking on this trip to Saudi Arabia, and then you know what? I mean, they just want to take the lead by storm. So, players in your sign, someone at top class, the innocence 100. They have abundance of experience, and I think that the same experience more made fortune league last season. So, Yange underestimate guy. No, fancy Real, no fancy Walidan.
No, I'm just trying to throw some punches. Anyway, on a serious note, the president of Walidan Football Club, Aliou Cissé, ñu xamee ko ci Aliou Bey, because ñun du jëjë fake news. News bi ñoo jox like about Walidan is from the president of the club, Aliou. Moma call jox ma exclusive news bi when they are flying tonight to Saudi Arabia. They found, I think, 15 days. They found training camp, and then they try to get some links out there. You understand? So, Muneka news it's a good news because I think this is seeing a Gambian team flying out of the country with a 30-man delegation to prepare themselves for the upcoming season and then to get some connection because football is money. No, boy, they want them Europe. No. Saudi, this golf course and UAE, they have money, and football is investment. So, man, by Madam Europe, man, make chance to go to Saudi and make a link and get money for them. Because guys, they go you look at them in England or France. No, you go where you have connections. The money is there. I'm not place you play in the golf, no upper salary. You play in Europe. So it's about money and investment. And Aliou is a businessman, and I know he knows what he's doing. But to be on the safe side, you on his behalf. They are going tonight.
Habibi, in terms of exposure, put players at team, at league, trip B, how important is it?
Very important.
Are they playing any games? They don't play any test games as scout
to watch. Some games, but put you banya on their behalf. Next Friday, I'm there for 1 week. So what are now Michael pay? What we want? We want either Aliou or Mom Kena Munyo on our platform who explain in details why they are there and everything. So if we an exclusive interview about exactly why are they there. Am I understand?
Yeah, we all
But
get
the
them.
fact that they are flying, because I'm not boy, must not move away from Gambia. So move from Gambia to another place, just next environment is something lo hamne. It's a huge step for the boys. And then in Saudi, you expect them to play in better pitches. The atmosphere is conducive. They stay in hotel. At least nga elevate sa baba jógee si xam nga si ponda bi si Edinjang bi xam nga dem si beneen boor xam nga ne suñu doy ñu fa as dafa dem
Erin, duma ko nangu. No,
we have three players. We have three players going to Saudi who are in the down. So they will enjoy it. And then they might have a club.
Dara. They could deserve. They definitely deserve.
Those are my
guys could deserve because then they're working hard for it. So I mean, it is just one of it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of the journey for them.
No. Sana. We want teams like Wydad to come back to where they were. Because Sohole Gambia right now, Gamtel is not the Gamtel we used to know. Young man understand.
It's totally facilities you guys they use. And like every time in this show, we always bring you substance. Guy, Wednesday, they will bring Lang Tombong here, and then on Friday they will try to bring one guy just to add on the substance. We have exhausted our time, and we want to say thank you all. Happy TV watchena, mantam dina watch until I see you guys again. But keep coming, keep sharing the link. Watani Football Gambia more for the time. Know your players, know your teams, know Football Gambia, home and abroad. Do just abroad, home and abroad. And also thank you to our technical technician for allowing us more time. Until
his
then,
name,
guys,
his name is Wee. He's the best guy from Kiang. He's the best.
He's the only smart. He's the only smart Kiang I've ever seen in my life.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. All right, how do we do this? Technician, can you